Well, that's something you'll have to ask my agent, but definitely, I'm sorry?
I'm sure he's thrilled.
Definitely an honor to be on the cover of that, and I spent a couple days when I was training in Florida talking to Sue, the writer, and she also came up to Montreal, so it was a good few days, to talk to her, and yeah, it was just a really interesting piece, I think, and yeah, definitely an honor.
There are over 12 or 13 American players in the draw that are age 20 or under. You and Madison Keys. Do you think that that's cyclical, or is there something about seeing this crop of players and you all sort of pushing each other and spurring each other on?
I think it's kind of a natural evolution as the great champions get a bit older. There's going to be some new ones coming up, so I think there's a good group of us coming up, and for sure we probably motivate each other a little bit as well. But I think it's just so interesting to have great champions who are still playing so well but are getting older, to see them play against the young guns who are going out with nothing to lose. I think it makes very interesting tennis.
Is there a little more pressure playing in North America, playing this Grand Slam in North America?
I don't see more pressure just because it's in North America, but definitely know there are expectations and pressure, to do well. But that's something I have to get used to, and something I've felt since Wimbledon, and just part of the process.
You're expecting more of your army to come down from Canada?
I don't think the Australian version of the Genie Army is coming. I don't know if there's a New York version. We'll see.
You project the kind of ice water in your veins persona. I wonder, is that something that you had coaches along the way teach you how to do, or do you think you're born with that?
I think I have the self-confidence that I was born with. I've always been confident in everything I do, and I've always been kind of a perfectionist, trying to do it as well as I could, whether it was a math test or a board game with my family. I always just wanted to win and be the best, and that translated onto the tennis court as well.
You talked a little bit about how your life has changed a lot since reaching the Wimbledon final. I mean, for people that really can't comprehend what that would be like, I mean, in what ways has it changed? Is it people recognizing you? What is these last few weeks been like for you?
They've definitely been, busier weeks. I took some time off after Wimbledon, though, which was necessary, and definitely, tried to be normal a little bit for a few weeks, which was actually very nice. But for sure, just being recognized a lot more, just feeling a lot of eyes on you no matter what you do, and feeling, the expectations and pressure when it comes to tennis. So, yeah, but it's, it's a position I want to be in. I want to be, climbing up the ladder like that, and I want to be, the one that people want to beat, and I want to get to that position. So I just feel like I'm on my way, to the place I want to be. Not there yet. Still a lot of work to do.
We talked in Nuremberg a little bit. You probably don't remember, but it was in the stages
I
of
do.
quarterfinals, and you were very self-confident then. But you did win the tournament. How important was it to get that out of the way, winning the first tournament?
That was definitely a milestone for me. It was important to go to a city, to play 5 matches and leave and not lose. There's something to be said about that, no matter what level tournament it is. That's a great accomplishment. So I was definitely proud to win my first WTA title. It was a goal of mine, so I'm glad to have accomplished that. And I think it gave me confidence for the rest of the clay season and the rest of the European season as well.
When you have a hardcore lead up like you did, what do you tell yourself mentally? Obviously maybe it wasn't as good as it could have been. How do you handle that mentally?
I'm not worried too much about my my lead up to the U.S. Open. I've looked back, and before all the slams, I've had different lead ups and have done well in them. Not to say, you never know what's going to happen is my point. So I don't think there's a magic recipe of what you can do before a slam to, guarantee a win, because you can never guarantee the result. So, it's unfortunate. I would have liked to play more matches for sure. I would have liked to, just have more time on the court, but I haven't been able to do that. So just a little bit unfortunate, but I'm feeling better this week. I'm spending a lot of time on the court, so I'm looking forward to playing my first match.
Are you from Montreal? You grew up, where
Yeah.
you grew up? People love to get baseball back there. They're trying to get the Expo. I think you grew up there must be, I don't know, you probably weren't a baseball fan, but that was a big thing when the Expos left town. Now there's talk that they want to put the team back. They had some exhibition games that drew very well over
Yeah.
there. So Be good for the economy, if nothing else.
Yeah, I'd love them to come back. I remember going to a game when I was 10 years old, one of their last games, and it was sad because, you know, the stadium was really not full, and so they left. But, you know, it'd be a great thing for them to come back. We don't have many professional teams in Montreal, so.
Are you a hockey fan?
A little bit, yeah.
I think I know
Just jump in, so, yeah.
I apologize if this has been asked already because I came in late, but what are your thoughts on, specifically on your first round match?
Well, I've played Gorbatsova before. I played her 2 years ago. But, you know, that's so long in tennis years that it's almost irrelevant. So I'm just so grateful to be here at a Grand Slam and, you know, playing tennis and doing what I love. And I'm just going to go out and be so excited to play a match. You know, haven't had that many matches on the hard courts this summer. So, you know, I'm going to really just see it as such an opportunity. And I'm going to just try go for it and try play my best tennis and, you know, keep a positive attitude.
Given the lack of that many hard court matches, how does that affect your mentality when you go out for the first time here?
It won't affect me, I don't think. You know, maybe it's not the ideal lead-up you want, but I don't think there's, you know, a specific way you want to lead up to a Grand Slam that's perfect, that'll guarantee results. So, you know, I'm going to go in knowing that maybe I haven't played as many matches as I wanted to, but I've been hitting the practice courts a lot recently and, you know, getting practice matches in. And I'm going to go in swinging from the first round. You know, it's important for me to go in and go for it, whether I've played 10 matches or not. You know, I still have to fight and battle no matter what. So that's what I'm going to do.
For recreational players that want to train like a professional athlete, what are a couple of your favorite exercises to do in the gym? And then what are a couple where you finish and go, oh my God, that was terrible?
Well, I think tennis is interesting because you need everything. So you need to, you know, have good flexibility. I spend a lot of time stretching. You need cardio for those long points, so I would do probably, you know, bike intervals and things like that. But you also need the strength, so I work out with my fitness trainer and we do strength programs. And, you know, I think that's why I think tennis is so hard. You know, you need kind of every aspect of it, and even then you still get on the court and you still need to be kind of like tennis fit, match fit, which you can only get from playing. So you need a good combination of everything.
You know, with the Sports Illustrated coverage, James Davis learned that this week. When you did the interview with the Times, was there a party that was like, uh-oh, you know, about sports magazine jinxes? I was wondering if that crossed your mind.
That did not cross my mind. I'm not superstitious, so.
So if you're not superstitious, you look ahead in the draw, or don't you?
I don't, because it's not about superstition, but it's just something I don't need to worry about. You know, to get to the finals, you need to win your first round. So it's just as important as the final match. So I'm just going to focus on this first round because that's all. That's the only match I'm going to play right now.
In terms of scouting the other player, how do you prepare for a match?
I let my coach do that. He likes to scout the players, and he'll give me, you know, some tips on my opponent and, you know, her tendencies and things like that. So that's what we do about that. But he also reminds me that it's about what I do on the court as well, and to not focus too much on the opponent.
Are you at all surprised at just how quickly you've risen up the ranks in the last year? You obviously expect to get into the top 10 and do well, but to be unseeded last year and now a top 10 seed, I mean, are you surprised at how quickly that has come in 1 year?
I wouldn't say surprised. Definitely proud of how I've come such a long way in a short time. But, you know, I've dreamed out this path that I'm on, and so in my head it's kind of a step in the journey, and it's something I've envisioned already about what I'm doing. But it is a little crazy to think, like, 2 years ago I was in the juniors here, and I lost, like, second round juniors, so, you know, I'm definitely happy to be doing better than that.
Last question in English.
How do you like this environment, the U.S. Open? I mean, what do you think of New York?
It's very exciting. I see the U.S. Open as glamorous. That's the word that comes to mind. And, you know, the city is so full of energy, and the fans get really into it here. It's kind of a crazy, busy, hectic week. And, you know, if we had this all year round, maybe it would be too much. But for the U.S. Open, it's amazing. And I think all the players are excited to come back here. And I am also very excited. And every time I come, I act as if it's the first time I'm here, and I'm taking pictures and like a little kid in the car trying to look out the window and things like that. And I've been like 10 times, so it has this special effect on you.